Hey y'all, my name is LinkFrostimus, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Behold Galvatron Unicron Companion Pack. Now, we're going to be doing a live review on this, just like how I did on Star Convoy, because I actually already talked about this mold of Galvatron in my Kingdom Galvatron review. And honestly, I think it's one of the best reviews I put out, so please check it out. But if you're looking for a more in-depth review on that mold, I'd recommend checking that video out, because this video is not going to be it. Since this is a recolor of that mold, I'm going to be mainly focusing on the aesthetic differences and other differences, including different accessories and perhaps different feel. So yeah, that's this video. So a little backstory on this figure, which if you watch the movie, you'll appreciate my unboxing video on this figure, so please check that out too. I think it's pretty cool. So in the movie, Unicron reformats Megatron into Galvatron, and in the process, he turns Megatron's body into a glowy, transparent purple and reformats his body. It was a scene that only lasted for 5 seconds, and Hasbro decided, you know what, we're gonna make an entire figure on this, and guess what? Dumbasses like me, because of nostalgia towards the movie, bought it. It also comes with additional accessories for HasLab Unicron, and if you saw my HasLab Unicron review, and if you haven't, please watch it. I felt like it should have came with more accessories, and this DLC pack, expansion pack for Unicron, comes with more accessories to interact with Unicron, so that's another reason why I decided to buy this. Anyways, let's take a closer look at his robot mode. So yeah, here is Behold Galvatron in his robot mode, and honestly, this transparent purple look looks kind of sexy, not gonna lie. If you hold him behind a light, it looks pretty freaking cool. That transparent plastic and that glow to simulate how he looks like in the movie is, my nostalgia boner is kind of raging right now. It's a cool look, and you know, even without the light, he looks cool by himself. He's got the exact same sculpted and detail, but the thing that enhances the look of this guy is the white outlines of him to simulate that grid pattern that he had in the movie, which makes him look more like he's still in the process of being reformatted, and it's honestly a nice effect. I think it looks really well, but I do have some complaints about it. But before I complain about that, I want to say that as cool as this guy looks, there are some parts of him that are actually solid purple plastic, and I honestly think that it kind of does break the illusion of the look that this guy's going for. Like, he's mostly transparent purple, but then there's parts on him like his thighs, his biceps. It's cast in regular solid purple plastic, and it kind of breaks how he looks, because you know, you got his whole ass arm right here, and you know, it looks cool, but then you see that his bicep is completely solid and everything else is not solid. Again, it kind of breaks the look, for me at least. Other than those two things, I'm really digging this transparent purple look. I think this looks fantastic. It's just so, like, strangely unique that this figure is based on a scene that only lasted 5 seconds, and yet it's kind of this cool, you know? Maybe it's an argument that it has no right to exist and it has no right looking this cool, but it still looks cool. And of course, if you pair him with Unicron, these guys are perfect together. If you have a HasLab Unicron, I definitely say that you kind of have to get this figure so that they can go with each other. You can create all kinds of dioramas of Daddy Unicron, you know, ordering around Galvatron. So yeah, I'd say this robot mode is pretty cool. It is basically just one solid color, but I think it's enough to distinguish the look from the original Galvatron. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of recolors because I think they're very lazy, but one thing I do appreciate is that the recolor can at least bring new life to a mold, and I think that this does that successfully. So, cool robot. So now we're gonna move on to accessories, and it would be one thing if this guy came with the exact same accessories as Kingdom Galvatron, but he doesn't. He comes with a lot more. And because of that, I think for this video, he's deserving of his own accessory segment. So, let's see what he comes with.
These shall be your minions, and this shall be your ship.
Real quick, the standard accessories. Particle beam cannon, cast in a transparent purple base and a transparent pink cannon. Cool. The revenge guns in transparent purple. Now these look sexy. It's not only the proper color, that transparent look adds so much more to it. Matrix. And the transparent purple matrix and chain is whatever. It feels like this was just a necessary pack and accessory that they had to just change the color of to make it different from the other Galvatrons. Now for the minifigures. And I knew he came with some, but I didn't know he came with 14 of them. And they are RC, Cyclonus, Dirge, Cup, Megatron, Perceptor, Scourge, Soundwave, Starscream, Ultra Magnus, Dinobot Swoop, Dinobot Slug, Grimlock, and Dinobot Snarl. And they're whatever. Just like the Hot Rod and Galvatron that came with Unicron, but in a dull gray. And the lack of detail makes these guys not too appealing to look at. So just like the Unicron figures, they are compatible with the stand that came with Unicron. However, mainly because of Swoop taking up too much space, there isn't enough space for Hot Rod and Galvatron to join them on the stand, so don't lose them. At least the mini ships are more detailed. The Minnow? I don't know. Hey, that rhymed. The Junkion ship, but the colors are off and the wings are bent. It came out like this. The Revenge. Galvatron ship with its proper color, but it's also bent. And the Quintesson cruiser, but the colors are also off. They can each go on Unicron's stand or other parts of his body, but it replaces whatever is on the mini arm for the stand, so you can't have all three of these ships plus the Autobot shuttle on display at the same time, so don't lose them. But you can at least do this with the Quintesson cruise to display along with another ship. And that's all the new accessories. As much as the flimsy plastic and off colors disappoint me, the ships are nice, but the minifigures I just simply don't care about. They don't look the slightest bit interesting. Maybe if they were, I don't know, painted like how Spring Artist on Twitter did for his, then maybe I would care. Seriously though, just check out what Spring Artist did. What a great job painting these guys. Thanks for letting me use these pictures, and be sure to check them out on Twitter at SpringArtist345. So yeah, that's a lot of accessories, right? So because this is the exact same figure as Kingdom Galvatron, I'm not going to be doing an articulation segment, but I did say I'm going to be talking about differences, and does this guy feel different from Kingdom Galvatron? If you saw that video, you know that there are some parts of him that are kind of loose. Well, I'm happy to say that for this guy, everything is nice and solid. I do not have to worry about Behold Galvatron falling over because all of his joints are satisfyingly tight. They feel perfect. The joints aren't too strong, they're not too loose, they just have that perfect feel to hold his weight. It's also kind of ironic too because transparent plastic isn't known to be the sturdiest plastic, and well, first of all, I want to say that so far I have not received any stress marks, so everything's holding well for now. But also, like, it's funny, if transparent plastic is like not as strong as solid plastic, then you would maybe expect this guy to be a bit looser than his solid transparent counterpart, but he's not, and he feels a lot better than him. So that's a plus. Anyways, overall, that's the robot mode. You know, it's not really that much different. Not really much else to say that I already haven't said for the Kingdom Galvatron robot mode, but this robot mode is pretty cool. You know, the transparent color does bring out a new feel to this guy, which is amazing, and I'm just surprised to say that he feels a lot better than my other Galvatron. So cool. That's really all there is to say about this guy, so now we're going to transform into his Canon mode and just briefly talk about how I feel about the Canon mode, but in transparent colors. So yeah, let's get Galvatron into his Galactic Canon mode. Shoot, I just remembered something. I guess I'll just say this right now because I forgot to mention this, but one thing I want to mention that I really appreciate with this figure is that the shoulders came properly assembled instead of misassembled like the Kingdom Galvatron. So hey, at least his shoulders are high and mighty like they're supposed to be. Anyways, I guess I should continue transforming this guy. Bye-bye. So here we have Galvatron in his Galactic Canon mode. So, I was at work when Hasbro posted this guy on their Instagram page, and I was showing a coworker, and I was like, hey, what do you think of this? And then he's like, well, why are you showing me a dildo? And that really forever changed the way I looked at this thing, because I didn't realize it at the time, but he's absolutely right. This thing looks like a dildo, and I kind of don't like it. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I think the transparent color just doesn't fit the Galactic Canon mode. It works for the robot mode, but for the Canon mode, you know, it's the pink tip. Happy Pride Month, by the way. It just doesn't look as cool in this mode. You know, it's like all jokes aside, I just don't think it really suits this mode that well. Real quick though, functionality-wise, this thing is the exact same thing as the traditional version. One thing, I guess, QC issues aside, is this arm that clips into his chest for the Canon mode. It's not the most secure, so it kind of does pop out a bit. Not really that frustrating because I think at the end of the day, I'm just gonna forever keep this guy in robot mode and never transform him into the Canon mode. Not that I don't like it, it's just that I don't care about this color in the Canon mode. So I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, this is what it looks like. I still secretly wish that at least with this release, maybe it would have came with big blast effect parts that you can at least plug into the tip. Oh, the tip. It doesn't, so it's the same thing, but it just doesn't look as cool as the other version. But then again, I said the other version wasn't really that cool. I mean, the stationary Canon is, I don't know, whatever. Bottom line is, I don't think this really suits the Canon mode too well. So anyways, that is it for Behold Galvatron Unicron Companion Pack. Overall, I think this is a fantastic little companion piece for for HasLab Unicron, so if you have HasLab Unicron, I think you should get this. I hope you already got it, because he's sold out on Hasbro Pulse. Yes, this is a Pulse exclusive, so if you missed out, you're gonna have to pay some hefty aftermarket prices. But it's not the end of the world, you know, at the end of the day, it is just a cool thing to have with Unicron. It doesn't add too much to Unicron, to be honest. Like, the majority of the accessories are just stupid minifigures, stupid unpainted minifigures. You have like the mini ships too, but even then, these aren't as cool as they really should have been. So I say, like, you know, it's a great thing to have for Unicron as a companion piece, but if you missed out on it, it's not the end of the world. I don't think this is gonna be anybody's grail, you know. It is based on 5 seconds of the entire hour and 15-minute movie, so, you know, it's just another cash grab for Hasbro to tug at our nostalgia strings, and I unfortunately fell victim to it. I am a dumbass. But still, I think it's cool, and I was really happy to show this to you guys, and I think that is about it. I think that's all I have to say about Behold Galvatron. So, thank you all so much for watching, folks. I really appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, tell your friends about the channel. Also, special thanks to Springy Boy, Spring Artist on Twitter. Thank you so much for letting me use your pictures of your custom painted minifigures for this set. Again, really cool paintwork, really loved it, and don't forget to check him out on Twitter too. He's got some cool stuff that he posts on there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. I'm still in the middle of moving, but hopefully I can put some videos out soon. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. Blah, 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 blah. Stay frosty. Roll out. And I'll see you all next time. Hey guys, my name is LinkFrostimus, and today we're going to be taking a look at the... Fuck me, I forgot the name of this stupid fucking toy.